Tim Taylor. Give Tim a hand. Water all down the computer. Put this back here. So just like Tim mentioned, as we start to expand, what we wanted to do at this convention was not only launch our company, but launch your mindsets, launch your business mindsets, to get you thinking about all of these other areas. Some of you are already there, but some of you are not. And as you embrace all these different areas, personal development as well, all these business directions, you're going to be able to grow globally. And I think that's the goal of everyone in this room. Yes?
Yes.
To grow globally? Yes. Well, the next gentleman has already taken a huge leap in that direction. The next gentleman is one of our top producers in our company, and he's going to come up and share with you the marketing strategies that he uses, the success strategies that he uses to launch ShopBest for himself, for his business partners, for the people that he's changing people's lives with this program. So please help me welcome Raul.
What we have in common is that I'm one of you. A few months ago, I started in the business and I had 0 on my right and 0 on my left. And just through the power of desire, without knowing how it works, I now have 13,000 with a combination of I don't know how many on my left and I don't know how many on my right. So, because I don't pay attention to these things. But anyways, with that said, I want to share some of my thoughts, some of what makes me tick and what I've learned over the years, and maybe some of you will say, hey, I feel the same way, that works for me too. I do like to think outside the box. I'm a little bit of an oddball, so I gotta warn you. And today I'm going to conduct an experiment here with you guys. It's going to be a little bit of fun. But anyways, this is one of my favorite quotes of all time, and it goes like that. I want what all men want, and ladies, this was written a long time ago, so I wasn't going to rewrite it just to be politically correct. I'm quoting it. I want what all men want, I just want it more. By Achilles from Homers Iliad. These words were spoken 3,300 years ago. And the funny thing about it is that it still holds true today. Everybody who makes it to the top, they have one thing in common. They want it more than anybody else. Education, intelligence, all of that comes into play. But I always say, give me a motivated fool than an unmotivated intellectual. Because that fool will find a way. So, with that said, what I did back in 1978 when I was just a kid, I decided that a sales career was something that I wanted to be a student of. So I became a student of sales. Became a student of the human mind. What makes people say, okay, I'll buy that from you, or what makes people say, okay, I'll follow you. So what I did, I went into several dictionaries and tried to find the true definition of a salesperson, and I was a little bit surprised that the true definition of a salesperson is not in any dictionary. You can't find it. It really makes no sense. So let me just read along what I found. Definition: a person who sells goods to customers, especially in a shop. Thesaurus describes it as a clerk, sales assistant, peddler, shopkeeper, storekeeper, vendor, merchandiser. Number 2, a person representing a company who often visits people's homes, offices, etc. Number 3, a man or woman who is employed to sell merchandise in a store or a designated territory. Now, in order to be master of your own success, you must learn that we must learn to recognize that the people described above, they're not salesmen and they're not saleswomen. They are order takers. Would you like fries with that? Order takers. So I could not find the definition of a salesperson. So I came up with my own. And here it is. Here's my definition of a salesman. He or she who has mastered the ability to appeal to emotions and in doing so can persuade the decision makers to agree with whatever his or her objectives are. Let me repeat it. He or she, meaning the salesperson, who has mastered the ability to appeal to emotions and in doing so can persuade the decision makers to agree with whatever his or her objectives are, meaning the salesperson.